Welcome to the Little Beading Closet. Thank you so much for watching this beading tutorial today to learn to make the OUTSHINE band ring. I hope you enjoy it. It's really comfortable and it's pretty stiff, not the most flexible. It feels like a real ring. We'll go ahead and start with the middle channel of the diamond duos, and then on the outside we'll go ahead and finish with these 15s. Let's look at the supplies. I'm going to be using these check glass DiamonDuo minis. They're a 2-hole bead and it's diamond shaped. Today the color is going to be this Prismatic Fiesta. And then you'll need size 15 seed beads. I'm going to actually be using this bright sterling silver plated. Want to use a size 12 beading needle. And then fire line and a 6-pound. Thank you again so much for joining me, and let's get started. Let's begin by picking up one of our beads on the bottom right hole and then one of our beads from the bottom left hole. So we'll have these two on our needle like this. Holding on to my beads, I'm just going to pull my tail through. Now that we're here, we just want to step back into this very first one and pull the needle through, and we want them to sit just on a diagonal like this, and then we need to come into these two, pull our thread through. Now we're going to pick up one more from this direction, come into this bead here, and now we will step back into the first two that we added, pull our thread through, pulling everything tight, and then advance our needle through the 1, 2 here. Let me move my tail out of the way. So we are coming through these two. Then we're going to step up into this one right here. And we're ready to pick up another bead. This time we're going to be picking up our bead here. You could bring it down to your work and step back into these two. And then advance into these two. Now we're pull our thread through these two beads. Go ahead and pick up another one, just like this, and come through here, adding that bead, stepping back through these two without the tail, and then into these two. At this point, you need to step up into the outer hole of this one. Pick up one more. As you can see, I have it picked up this way. And we'll go back into these two right here. Pull it through. And then advance into the first two. Pull the needle through. get a few more of our beads out. We're going to pick one up, just like this. Come into the outer hole of our bead. Pull our thread through. Step back into these two. Forward into these two. And then step up into this one on the end. Now we're ready to pick up another bead. Go ahead and pick one up like this on your needle. Come back into these two. Pull it down. Step forward into two beads. We're going through two. Now we're going to pick up one more bead, this direction, come into here, step back into these two, 1 and 2, pull our thread through, step forward into these two, 1 and 2, pulling it through. Go ahead and step up into the outer hole here. And we're ready to pick up another bead. We're going to pick it up on our needle like this. Step back into these two beads right here. Pull it down. And I have some sort of coating here on the edge of this bead, like a little bit of extra material. So I'm going to try to knock that off. Grab it with a pair of pliers. It's gone. Come back up into these two. Go ahead and pick up another bead, just like this on your needle, and come into here. Step back into these two. Step forward into two. And then into the outer hole of your leading edge. So we're just going to repeat this until we have enough length to go around. After adding enough beads to get a length that you can wrap around for a ring, we're going to connect the two ends. So we've put on our last bead. I'm going to come through here, fold it over, and come through on the matching diagonal. Step back into these two. And then I'll come forward into where they intersect together and pull that tight. And then I'll come down here And I'll just weave this through a few times. Like this. Double check the size. Now this would be a very cute ring just by itself, but today we are going to go ahead and put the edge on and show you how that's done. I added 3 feet of thread here to my needle, and I'm just going to come through any 2 of these on the diagonal. So let's come in closer. I'm going to pull through about half of my thread, so I have about equal amounts of thread on this side and this side. And today I'm going to be using these bright sterling silver size 15 beads. For my band channel. So pick up 1 of your 15s, and we're coming out here, and we're going to go right back into the 2 that we just came out of. So we're going back into the same 2, and we're just going to bring it to sit on the edge there. Go ahead and step up into your next 2. Right there. Again, picking up 115. Come back into the 2 that you just went through and pull your 15 along the edge. Step up into the next 2. Pick up a 15. And come back through the same 2 that you just came out of. And that's all there is. We're going to continue that all the way around for both sides. Picking up a 15, coming back into the 2 that you just went through, and adding a 15. So complete it on this edge and then this edge. I'm putting on my last 15 of this edge, and I will go ahead and bring my needle through the next 2 where I began and leave my thread there. To do the other edge, we have the other end of our thread. I'm going to have to put a needle on it and then repeat the process for the other side. Now that you have your 15s on both edges, we're going to needle through the 15 right beside where our thread is coming out. Come right through here. And all we're going to do is pick up 2 15s and go into the next one. We're going to repeat that all the way around, 2 15s, and into the next one on our band. This really is so easy. We're just going to continue going around with 15s on both sides to achieve a channel set look. I needled through my row of beads on the edge twice, and now I will go ahead and add a knot or 2 along that path just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then when I finish adding another knot, I'll go ahead and cut off my tail. So maybe put one more knot in, and we'll be complete for this side. We've added the 15s to both sides of our band, and now we're left with this beautiful sparkling OUTSHINE band ring. Hope you enjoyed, and happy beading until next time.